Welcome back, everyone, to the Illinois Dynasty here on NCAA 14. So, last episode, we beat Northwestern pretty handily. Okay, so nothing too big going on with recruiting this week. So, we had a bye week last week. We just beat Northwestern 23-7. I said if that video got 5 likes... Wait, what? Why does it say 0 out of 0? I don't know what this means, but okay. Wait, so we can't do any more like recruiting? Oh no. Oh no, with Eric Fisher. That's annoying. Hopefully we still get Fisher. We're probably going to get Melvin Washington, so that's good, but I really want Eric Fisher. So we had a bye week. As I was trying to say, if that video got 5 likes, I'd upload this the next day. That video got 6 likes within like an hour. You guys are studs. So, I don't know if, like, all the awards are, like, finalized. Oklahoma State. Wait, what happened to Ohio State? Did they lose? Ohio State was just number 1. They must have lost. So, Conference Championships, Louisville, Western Kentucky from the Conference USA. For the AAC, Houston and UCF. For the SEC, South Carolina and Ole Miss. You think Ole Miss would be dysfunctional. And with Alabama being Alabama, but okay. Fresno State and Boise State for the Mountain West. For Pac-12, Washington and USC. For the ACC, Florida State, Virginia Tech. For the Big 12, Ohio State and Iowa. So Ohio State won. Ohio State's 11-1. So I don't know how they moved down. It makes no sense. And Ohio and Northern Illinois, who lost. So Northern Illinois is not going to win the championship. Okay, interesting. Is Ohio been like finalized? It might be finalized. It's looking good for JT Barrett. Okay, so I'm going to sim another week. I don't want to look at the ball, though. Like, I don't want to show you guys the ball until the end of the video. That's the problem. How about we do all the stats now? I think we don't need to show a conference championship like stats. So, Wes Lunt had a solid season. Threw about 50%, 2,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 14 picks. Would have liked more consistency. Kendrick Foster, I believe he was 6th in the nation in rushing yards, 14 touchdowns. Good season from him. Will Taylor, he was good this year as well. Receiving, Malik Turner. I think he was our best player, honestly. He was a huge playmaker in the receiving game and the kick returning game. Led in receptions, led in yards. Did not lead in receiving touchdowns. That went to Michael Reilandheimer. But a great season from him. Blocking. The blocking was not the best. It could have been worse. Pete Williams sucks. Defensively, I believe Hardy Nickerson led college in tackles with 50. I know that makes no sense. Obviously, it'd be more than 50. I don't know why that's the highest, but okay. Sacks, 10 for Julian Robinson. I believe he was in the top 5. Interceptions, 4 for Brendan Fountain. 4 for Darshim the Dream. 3 for Stephen Miller, the killer. 2 for Charles Cook. I think our secondary was arguably like our best part as a team. Darshim the Dream was really good. Both of our safeties, Miller the Killer and Fountain, were really good. So I really think our secondary was like the best, in my opinion. Out of all of our things, hard to really explain it. I think we had a good run game as well. So JT Barrett ends up winning the Heisman. John O'Corn, Cole Lewis, who's not real, Leonard Fournette, and Jason Glover. We're in the top 5. Jason Glover isn't real either. We're just gonna pretend he's Bo Scarborough. Bowl projections. I don't really want to look at that because I want to be certain. Actually, no, I do. Where do they have Illinois playing? They have Illinois. Did I pass it? Yeah, I did. They have is in the Menike Car Bowl versus Houston. That'd be interesting. But where's is it the award finalist? I think it's the award finalist, yes. So Maxwell most likely will go to John O'Corn. What am I doing? Walter Camp, John O'Corn. Bednarik goes to Chad Johnson, who had 13 picks. Nagruski, Jerry Sanders. O'Brien, John O'Corn. Walker, Nick Chubb. Biletnikoff goes to Calvin Palmer. We're just going to pretend he's... There's bubbles. We're just going to pretend he's James Washington. Best tight end, Mackey, goes to Cole Hikutini. That's a fun name. Outland goes to Brian Butler. Remington goes to Kyle Mahayu. Lombardi goes to Jonathan Allen. And our very own Julian Robinson. And at number 10, best linebacker goes to Anthony Cook. Thorpe goes to Chad Johnson. Groza goes to John Tolbert. Guy goes to Travis Lewis. And best returner goes to Malik the Freak Turner. He was definitely the best college football returner this year, no doubt. Almost every other kick return, he got to like the 40-yard line, I swear. Stop blowing Bubble City. The moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to find out what bowl we are in. And I have a feeling it's not going to be the Car Bowl. Like, I'm fine if it's the Car Bowl, but, like, I want to say it's not. I think they assume Houston's going to lose the AAC. I think Greg Ward is going to propel them. And I think it is the Car Bowl. Cool. So we're going to be playing in the Car Bowl. I think Greg Ward's going to lead Houston to the championship. And that means they're going to have a guaranteed BCS Bowl appearance. Because Greg Ward's kind of a stud. But it does look like we're going to be in the Car Bowl regardless. Houston won because Greg Ward was 5th of the Heisman voting. And we're going to be playing UCF in the Car Bowl. So, yeah, sure. So I was right. Houston did win the AAC. We're still going to be playing in the Car Bowl. We're just going to be taking on the other team that played in the AAC Championship, 10-3 UCF. I don't think anything happened in the bowl. Or not in the bowl, in recruiting. Nope. Alright, what's going on with Fisher? I don't think anything's changed. Which is so annoying. Stupid Purdue. Right? Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. Okay. So, we're going to be in the Menike Car Bowl versus the University of Central Florida, who is 10-3. I'm assuming they lost the AAC Championship. Ole Miss, Oklahoma State. Chad Kelly and Mason Rudolph. So I'm guessing Ohio State lost to Iowa. Let's look at All-Americans first. So your All-Americans. Probably no Illinois. John Ross, Leonard Fournette, O'Korn, Jonathan Allen, maybe Malik Turner, Brandon Fountain, all NCAA first team. Malik Turner, all NCAA first. I'm not surprised that Malik Turner's an All-American with his returning. I am a little surprised that it was Fountain. Fountain had a really good season, but I'm surprised he was this good. Second team, probably no Illinois. Greg Ward, McCaffrey. Wait, JT Barrett wasn't even an All-American, but he won the Heisman? What? Freshman, we didn't have any insane freshmen. DeAndre Francois. I believe he's the only real one here. Yeah, it's looking like it's only DeAndre Francois. So we had 2 All-American first-team players in Brandon Fountain and Malik the Freak Turner. So let's look at all the bowls. I believe this is when Central Florida had Blake Bortles. So, Nevada, I don't need to, read them all. Temple, Boise State, UAB made a bowl. Stanford was only a 7-5. Wisconsin was only 7-5. Taking on Western Michigan. 2 teams that we beat this season. Clemson is only 7-5 at number 25 in the rankings. Texas A&M only 6-6. Georgia Tech 24. UConn made a bowl, of course, our bowl, the Car Bowl. BYU, UCLA, BYU, unlike in real life, balled out. Kansas State, USC with Sam Darnold. TCU, who lost in real life today to Iowa State. I'm recording this on Saturday. Missouri, Florida State, that should be interesting. My Oregon Ducks and Louisville in the Sun Bowl. This is more like a BCS bowl, like number 10 and number 12. Royce Freeman versus Lamar Jackson, that should be interesting. Tennessee and Western Kentucky. I wonder who's going to win that. Georgia, Miami in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. I believe that would be a BCS Bowl. Penn State, LSU for the Tax Slayer Bowl or the Gator Bowl. That actually looks like a pretty interesting matchup. Mississippi State, Ohio State in the Capital One Bowl. I'm guessing Ohio State lost to Iowa. Iowa finished 12-1. Wow. Outback Bowl, Nebraska, South Carolina. Iowa and Washington in the Rose Bowl. I don't know how Iowa's only number 8. That makes no sense. Michigan, Northern Illinois in the Fiesta Bowl. A little surprised Northern Illinois made a BCS Bowl over the likes of Ohio State. Where's Ohio State? Would you consider... Yeah, the Capital One Bowl is not a BCS Bowl. Sugar Bowl, Alabama, and Houston. Oh, yeah, Houston won the conference. So, of course I made it. They're not even ranked. Alabama's going to smoke them. Orange Bowl, Virginia Tech, Texas. I guess Virginia Tech won the ACC. Cotton Bowl, Florida, Oklahoma. I think that'll be counted as a BCS Bowl. And GoDaddy Bowl. And the National Championship, Ole Miss and Oklahoma, who both lost this year. I think Oklahoma State's going to smoke them. Yeah, obviously if this was real life, I mean Oklahoma State would smoke them. In the game, I gotta think about that. That's a tough one. Like, real life, Oklahoma State would kill them. Because Ole Miss, with all their dysfunction, they don't have Chad Kelly. Let me see. Can I, like, look at it? What? I don't know what that means. That's kind of interesting. I'm guessing we're not receiving any votes. Shocker. Next episode, the Car Bowl versus UCF. I thought this video was going to be way longer. A little surprised. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a